Alright guys, so today I'm going to talk about 5 mistakes that preppers can make, and it's pretty easy to make them. So, let's get right into it. The first thing is having too many firearms. Unless you are planning on arming a town, having too many firearms, in my opinion, is definitely a thing. Because you're not going to get all of them. Have a long rifle, have a medium range rifle, handgun, maybe a shotgun. That's all you really actually need. I used to think that having a lot of firearms was cool, but currently I only possess 2. Working on a 3rd, but I mean, I'm not going to get any more than that. Having too many firearms, it can slow you down, and it's just not necessary. Another thing, second thing that preppers can make a mistake on is not having enough food or water. You might think that you've got enough food and enough water, but even when you think you have enough, go out and buy some more, because it can never hurt to have more than enough, especially if it's going to be something that you're going to use. Food and water, you're going to use it regardless, so just keep stockpiling it. It's not a bad idea. There's nothing wrong with it. And I know a lot of people probably think, alright, well, I have enough food for 6 months. Okay, cool. Buy some more. Another mistake that some preppers can make is not knowing any medical skills. If SHTF and you or someone gets hurt, and if you don't know how to treat something that requires any sort of medical skills, you're going to be SOL if you don't know how to treat it. So get some experience in first aid. Not hard. I think everyone should learn a little bit of first aid. And number 4, in my opinion, this is a big one, is prepping for one thing in particular, or prepping for something that has a very, very low chance of happening. Something like having an EMP attack or a nuclear war or something like that. What are the actual odds of something like that happening? They're very low. I mean, yeah, it's possible, but it's still a very, very low probability of something like that happening. And prepping for something like that could just be draining your resources and your money, and that's just something you don't want to do. And here's number 5, last but not least, is having enough supplies, but 1, you're either not trained to use them, or 2, they're too old. Now let's say you have a firearm, but you don't know how to use it. What good is that firearm if the time comes and you need it, but you don't know how to use it? Or, let's say you have food, but it's too old to eat. Now it can be a hazard to eat it. Well, in both of these, you're just SOL. So, get training on equipment that you have, so when the time comes you know how to use it, go bad. Your supplies aren't going to go bad if you actually need to use them. So make sure everything is up to date and safe to eat or consume or use. And that's going to be it for this one.